Some people say you can't control who shows up to weddings, but I've always believed you can control who knows you're there. Anyway, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoy hearing about my drama, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'm Maddie, I'm 26, and I work in retail management. Been with Finn for 2 years now, and let me tell you something about Finn. He's one of those guys who notices everything. Not in a romantic way, more like he's constantly keeping tabs on me, analyzing my every move instead of just trusting me like a normal boyfriend would. He works in logistics, which basically means he organizes other people's stuff for a living, and apparently that makes him think he can organize my life too. So here's the situation. My ex Howard is getting married this Saturday, and the whole thing is just ridiculous. We dated for 3 years, and this petty little man couldn't even be mature enough to invite me to his wedding. I've been dealing with this disrespect since April, telling Finn how absolutely childish Howard is being. Like I'm literally in a committed relationship now. What's he so threatened by all our mutual friends are going, and I'm the only one excluded? It's embarrassing. That's when I saw the dress, this gorgeous burgundy cocktail number hanging in the boutique window, and I just had to have it. The price tag was still attached when I brought it home, $180, but sometimes you have to invest in looking amazing. You know, I hung it on the bathroom door and told Finn it was beautiful, but I had nowhere to wear it. He barely looked up from his phone, which is typical. The man has no appreciation for fashion or the effort I put into looking good. Tuesday morning over breakfast, he makes this comment about the dress being nice and asking about special occasions. I smoothly tell him I got it for our friend Natalie's birthday thing next month. Natalie's birthday is in December. It's September. But Finn's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to remembering social calendars. When he suggests I might wear it somewhere sooner, like this weekend, I don't even look up from my phone. Why would I? We're having our usual Saturday movie night, right? And that's the thing about Finn, he's so predictable. Every Saturday, same routine. Order pizza, watch some action movie, he picks fall asleep on the couch. 2 years of this pattern, and he thinks that's enough to keep me satisfied. Meanwhile, I'm 26 years old, and I deserve to feel special, to be somewhere exciting where people actually appreciate me. Wednesday, I start laying the groundwork. Babe, I might need to help my mom with something Saturday. Her garage door is acting up. Of course, Mr. Fix-It immediately offers to come help because he's pretty handy. I shut that down fast. No, it's fine. Might take all day. You know how she gets chatty. The last thing I need is Finn hovering around, asking questions, ruining my plans. Thursday, I escalate. So turns out Mom needs help Saturday and Sunday. Full garage clean out. I'll probably stay over. When Finn points out that my mom just cleaned her garage in June, I get irritated. Like, why is he keeping track of my mother's home improvement schedule? It feels controlling, suspicious. She's going through a decluttering phase. I snap back. Between us, I'm getting tired of his constant need to verify every little detail of my life. Friday morning, I spent extra time getting ready. Fresh manicure, elaborate curls, full makeup, the works. When Finn comments that I'm pretty dressed up for manual labor, I actually giggle. The man is so clueless, it's almost endearing. Almost. I'm spending the weekend at my mom's, I tell him, and inside I'm thinking about how this is exactly what he gets for being so complacent in our relationship. Look, I know what you're thinking, but here's the thing. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just going to a social event, supporting mutual friends, showing Howard that I'm mature enough to celebrate his happiness. If Finn was more attentive, more exciting, maybe I wouldn't need to seek out situations where I feel valued and appreciated. What I didn't know was that Wednesday night, while I was planning my weekend of freedom, Finn was doing some detective work of his own. Apparently, he reached out to Aaliyah, Howard's sister and maid of honor. We'd met at parties back when Howard and I were together, and she was always kind of cold toward me. One of those girls who thinks she's better than everyone else. Aaliyah told him everything. That I'd been invited all along. That I RSVP'd yes months ago. That I even marked myself as attending solo, not even bothering to include Finn as my +1. The truth is, I didn't want Finn there cramping my style, watching my every move, making me feel guilty for enjoying myself. But here's where it gets interesting. Aaliyah, apparently having nothing better to do with her life, invited Finn to be her +1. Can you believe that the vindictive little witch actually suggested they go together to see this train wreck in person? And Finn, instead of defending his girlfriend, agreed to go. Saturday morning arrives and I'm practically glowing. I kiss Finn goodbye, grab my overnight bag and garment bag with that beautiful burgundy dress, and I'm out the door. Have fun at your mom's, he says, and I tell him I love him because I do love him. I just need this one day to feel alive again. The ceremony is beautiful. Howard looks handsome in his tux, and his bride Caitlin is radiant. I position myself in the third row with a perfect view dabbing at my eyes with tissues during the vows. Not because I'm emotional about Howard, please, but because it looks good, shows everyone how mature and supportive I am. During cocktail hour, I'm in my element. The burgundy dress fits perfectly, my hair looks amazing, and several people comment on how great I look. I'm working the room, hugging friends, taking selfies, feeling like the confident, desirable woman I know I am. This is what I needed, to be somewhere I'm appreciated, where people are happy to see me. Then I spot them across the room. Finn in a navy suit that actually looks good on him, standing next to Aaliyah, who's stunning in her deep green maid of honor dress. They're laughing about something, looking comfortable together, and my stomach drops. What the hell is he doing here? When they approach me, Aaliyah has this fake sweet smile. Hey, Maddie, didn't know you were coming. The smug little witch knows exactly what she's doing. Finn calmly explains he's Aaliyah's +1, that he figured he shouldn't waste a Saturday alone since I'm supposedly at my mom's house cleaning garages. I can feel people starting to stare as my carefully constructed lies begin crumbling. Finn reveals he knows about my RSVP, about my deception, about everything. Then Aaliyah, God I hate this girl, mentions having screenshots of my late night messages to Howard. Messages where I might have asked if he ever thinks about what could have been between us. They were taken completely out of context. The context was you drunk DMing him at 2 a.m. Aaliyah continues with that superior little smirk. I want to slap her perfect face. When Howard himself walks over to congratulate Finn and clearly wants to escape this awkward situation, I realize how pathetic I must look. My final card is the ultimatum. If you don't leave with me right now, we're over. Finn doesn't even hesitate. Okay, we're over. I storm out, humiliated and alone, while he stays at the reception dancing with that witch Aaliyah. From the parking lot, I watch through the windows as they laugh and mingle, as he catches the garter and she catches the bouquet, as everyone treats this like some romantic comedy instead of the betrayal it actually is. The drive home is torture. I call Finn 17 times. My voicemails start angry. How dare he humiliate me at a wedding? Then turn desperate. By 3 a.m., I'm leaving messages begging him to call me back, telling him I love him, that we can work through this. Sunday is a nightmare. I send 73 texts, cycling through every emotion possible. I show up at his apartment with a box of his stuff, expecting some grand reconciliation scene. When he doesn't answer, I take a selfie with the box and post it to Instagram. When you try to return his things, but he's too immature to face you. Toxic ex-healing. The comments start immediately, but then Finn does something I never expected. He comments with the truth about my lies about the wedding I claimed I wasn't invited to while supposedly at my mom's. I delete it within minutes, but our mutual friends saw it. Screenshots were taken. That's when I decide to take control of the narrative. I make a TikTok showing me crying with text overlay. When you go to support friends at a wedding and your controlling ex shows up to humiliate you. It's artistic, emotional, perfect victim content. Except Aaliyah finds it. Her response video destroys me. She posts the photos, actual shots of my shocked face, when I saw Finn screenshots of my RSVP from months ago marked attending solo, proof of my drunk messages to Howard. Her caption reads, when you lie to your boyfriend about going to your ex's wedding and he shows up as my +1, check receipts, liar, liar. It goes viral. 47,000 views in 24 hours. The comments are brutal. Not the garage cleaning lie. Bro dodged a missile, he wow. Imagine fumbling a man who just wanted honesty. I delete everything and make my accounts private, but it's too late. My boss in retail management sees the video. In an industry where customer trust is everything, being exposed as a manipulative liar on social media is career suicide. I lose 2 major accounts within a week. My mother finds out about the lies and demands I pay back the money I borrowed for Yaumao car repairs. Money that actually went toward that burgundy dress and wedding preparations. She's furious about being used as an alibi, and our relationship becomes strained. The worst part. Howard and Caitlin think the whole thing is hilarious. Their wedding photographer captured my shocked reaction in several candid shots, and these photos become minor memes in our social circle. I'm not a sympathetic figure. I'm a cautionary tale. 3 months later, I've lost everything that mattered. My job, my apartment, my independence. I'm back in my childhood bedroom while my mother treats me with disappointed silence. The viral video destroyed my professional reputation, and every job interview ends the same way. They Google my name and find the evidence of my lies. Our mutual friends have chosen sides, and they didn't choose mine. Finn handled everything with dignity while I spiraled into public humiliation. The few friends who initially supported me have distanced themselves as more details emerged about my manipulative behavior patterns. The final blow comes when I see their engagement photos on social media. Finn and Aaliyah officially together, radiating genuine happiness. The proposal happened at another friend's wedding, the same venue where my lies were exposed. The irony isn't lost on anyone. I stare at those photos from my childhood bed, finally forced to confront what I've lost. My relationship, my career, my reputation, my social circle, gone because I couldn't be satisfied with what I had. I wanted excitement validation, the thrill of feeling desired. Instead, I got exposed as a liar and lost the one person who actually cared about me. Fine, maybe I shouldn't have lied about the wedding. Maybe I should have just been upfront about wanting to go. But Finn pushed me to it with his constant hovering, his need to control every aspect of my life. If he'd been more exciting, more spontaneous, maybe I wouldn't have needed to seek that elsewhere. The truth is, I got exactly what I thought I wanted, freedom from Finn's questions and routines. But sitting here alone watching him build a life with someone who appreciates his attention to detail instead of resenting it, I'm starting to understand what I actually lost. Between us, I still think Aaliyah manipulated the whole situation. She saw an opportunity to break us up and took it. But looking at their photos, seeing how happy they are together, I have to admit something I don't want to face. Maybe the problem was never Finn's need for honesty. Maybe it was my need to lie.